iView Sports back with another video. This one is going to be about the AL divisional matchup, Blue Jays versus the Yankees. Once again, we have another matchup where two teams from the division are battling each other. Seems to be a thing, but Toronto is not that close to New York, so it is a distance thing. But anyways, two teams that had the same record, but Toronto did take 8 out of the 13 games these guys played against, so they have the home field advantage. Toronto will send out Kevin Gisham, 10-11 over the year against Lewis Gill, 4-1. So that's your game one starting pitchers. The thing about this series is you have both of these teams are top 5. Toronto is 1. The Yankees are 4 in runs. But who is going to be able to overcome the pitching? Yankees do have the better pitching. Rodon and Fried, that's a 1-2 combo. 18, 19 wins respectively. Toronto does not have no pitching of that caliber. Your most experienced pitcher and Mad Max is not on the roster. I'm sad about it. It would have been great to see him get out there. Just give him a look, give him a few innings, let him get one more playoff performance. We're pretty much towards the end, so. But what can you do? He has posted a 5-run ERA over September. Probably didn't want to play with him, regardless of who he is or what he's done. I get it. And shout out to Cam Schussler. Sorry if I said your name wrong, bro. But first pitcher in the major leagues to have 8 scoreless innings and 12 plus Ks. And you did it against your hometown team in the Boston Red Sox. Tough. You ain't have to get down on them like that. Relax. But as it hurts my heart to see Boston take an L, especially to the Yankees. Yankees did do what they had to do, and Boston did not. So here we are. And if he can, he might not pitch like that, but if you can get half of that, I think the Blue Jays are in trouble, because one thing they do not have is a reliable, dominant pitcher. And with Bo Bichette being out, that does hurt your offense. You still got Vladimir Guerrero. You still have Springer. You have plenty of offense that will help you. But when you don't have that pitching, and you have guys on the Yankees that are, you have one guy that's better than the whole staff. They have 2 of those guys, and Rodon and Fried, that's better than the whole staff. So guys are just gonna have to pull out magical performances. Nothing against Toronto's pitching, but it's exactly not high quality. And I'm not talking record or ERA. It's just this team is more of an offensive team than defense. That's just what I'm getting at. Nothing jabbing against y'all, but it's gonna have to be more. It's gonna have to be better pitching, and especially when you're missing key players, you're gonna need more of that, because pitching is gonna lock down in this series. So we'll see what Gill does. He's 4-1. He's not too bad, but we'll see what he can do. And you got Rodon, you got Fried. Weaver, he did get shaken up a little bit. He's been kind of slumping, but he's still reliable. He's still one of the better pitchers that the Yankees have. So that's another thing to look out for. But I don't know. If it comes down to pitching, the Yankees are going to win. Oh, that hurts to say. Yeah, the Yankees are going to win. If it comes down to pitching, if it comes down to offense, it's really not too much difference, because two teams that are offensive based. Aaron Judd, second in home runs. 53 home runs. But his thing is, will he come out to play in October? He has not. But somebody like that, we had previous players on the Yankees that had this problem. His name was Alex Rodriguez, and he did break out a time or two, and World Series did come to New York for that. So I'm not saying this is the time, but who knows? It got to happen somewhere. So Aaron Judge, he's just too good of a player, too good of a hitter. He did get some singles, no home runs, and that's just what you have to take. You're not dealing with the same pitching that Boston has. So it's a bright spot for there where you don't have to worry about somebody coming in and giving you 11 Ks, 8 Ks. You might not get a performance like that. So if the Yankees get hot, I mean, I can see this being an offensive battled series more than a pitching duel, but I think the Yankees do pull it out. I think they pull it out. I think it might be a 3-1 type joint. Yeah, I think it might be a 3-1. I think Toronto, their offense is gonna have to carry them, and it's just gonna have to be some magical pitching. You can prove me wrong. I have no problem with that, but I think the Yankees do move on. I think that pitching, unless Rodon and Fried have some terrible games or below average, but these guys are too good to rely on that. And I know Toronto has the offense to match good pitching, but when you have two guys that are that good, those are two games that you could lose easily. And then from there, it's based on pitching and where do you go Toronto from there. Like if you split one of those games, that's the best hoping. You want to leave. You can't go back to New York down 0-2. You basically saying we done for the year. You're gonna have to get the split, but the hometown crowd, they're gonna be ignited, and I think Vladimir and Springer, I think they're gonna be doing what they always do, which is produce runs. So I'm not saying they're gonna go out. It's just gonna be a pitching problem for Toronto, and that will take the Yankees into the next round. Yep, I said it. Don't judge me, but I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.